wanna go and give. Fuck that.
Stay Gone, the EP was released on 19th of February. I really loved it. I really enjoyed listening to it. I was really, I don't know how you say that, pleased with the diversity of textures it had. Um, that's not something I have with a lot of releases, except like short releases, small releases like an EP. And yeah, I was really um, positively surprised, I guess.
Cool, yeah. So I recorded all those in Los Angeles in my apartment, and then a few of the songs I had some people play drums on. I think one of the songs actually, but that and my friend Lyle, shout out to Lyle. I think his Instagram handle is more bass, more treble, I believe. Lyle,
Yeah.
he did mixing and he kind of brought them to life. And then Boris does the mastering. I think he's probably watching. So I mean, I owe a lot of it to them because they were recorded very cheaply, you know, but they shined them up really nice. And so a lot of the textures have stuff to do with me and Lyle kind of working together and him mixing. And that's what I would say about the different textures.
All right. And also, when you say recorded very cheaply, does it have to do with the because I know that on a couple songs the vocals are quite distant. There's like a phone booth effect on them.
Yeah.
So
So the mic.
is it due to the fact that it was recorded not in the best conditions ever?
That and it was a stylistic choice, you know. I
Yeah.
kind of didn't draw too much attention to the vocal, but I did all the vocals I was looking for with the SM57, and like I hold like when I sing and for recording too, especially at that time. Now I'm branching out and trying different things for vocal microphones, but all of the stuff I think every song that's released for Desert Weather was recorded with that 57.
Yeah. All right. More promo stuff, and then we're done. What's new? What's coming next? Except the music video. Do you have anything next or anything to pre-save that people are gonna have to watch out for?
Yeah, for sure. So Satellite, which is the first song I played and just came out, video's out today. That is the first single off of the upcoming LP called Picasso and Mushroom.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Thanks, yeah. And I'm gonna do 2 more singles month to month. So next month is single number 2 called Counterfeit. The third single is called Background. And then the month of that, the record's gonna come out. And there's a lot of songs on it. There's like 14 songs on it. They're all hard hitting. And I recorded that as well. And I actually mixed that myself. And I had a friend help out quite a bit. His name's Dylan. Let me think. I think his Instagram handle is Brain Noise.
All right.
So, and then the best thing people can do is follow me on YouTube because I'm not performing right now. So I'm going to make sure a video comes out for each song. So follow me on obviously Spotify or Apple Music, your preferred streaming service, but YouTube would be a big one to connect with me and see what I'm up to. So if you're interested, I recommend following me on YouTube.
All right. Yeah, that's good to know. Okay. Picasso and Mushrooms, is there like a story to it? Like something that goes progressively throughout the songs, or is it just like a collection of songs?
So it's a collection of songs that I wrote in one specific time. I wrote all the majority of those songs very quickly, like within 3 weeks of each other. I was in a very creative space and I was just going for it. And that's all I was doing pretty much for 3 weeks. So I tracked all those. And then this was all pre-COVID. And I didn't know what I was going to do with them so back when I had the band in LA, that's how I would write the songs and then send them to everyone and kind of work with them one-on-one and make sure they know their part. And then we get together, rehearse and play. But a lot of people, I did that so many times that the demos ended up not sounding like demos. They kind of sounded releasable because I had done the demo situation so many times.
Yeah.
So these were those. These were recorded to be demos originally, and then I just went with the flow with it and went kind of lo-fi with the style. And it's hard hitting, fast, and there's not much fat on it. It's like in, out, next song, in, out, next song.
All right. Okay. Um, yeah, so is it all like very fast paced, or do you have like some moments of breathe?
Relatively fast. Compared to the other Desert Weather stuff, it's relatively more fast. There's more
Okay.
in the vocal and the instrument layers. There's more expression. But I enjoy it, and I'm excited about it.
Okay, that's good. When you said there's more expression, I don't know how to phrase that, but um, did it come naturally? Like, I don't know how to say that. Like, did you find out along the way that it was a better expression of what you had in mind, what you were feeling, or from the start, were you in the mood to really express yourself as much as possible? I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
So when I was writing the songs, we were actively playing shows in LA and doing really well. And
Yeah.
I was the goal wasn't to write a record, you know. The goal was to create songs that are going to do well live with the band. So I was really just thinking about what I want to do, and I didn't play guitar live. So what am I going to feel comfortable with moving my body and enjoying myself and expressing the music like with no guitar? What do I want to do in that state? So that's kind of like what I was writing those songs for. High energy, catchy, and not much downtime, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they turned into songs, and I shaped it into a record. And I would say, like, while we're chatting about the record, I would say it starts off pretty energetic and fast, and then it hits a groove in the middle. It's like 3 acts, and they're separated by like little radio skits.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
I love when they do that. I mean, when they do that, I don't know. I've only heard that on like maybe 1 or 2 albums. The Who sell out, of course. But wait, so you have like actual, how do you do that? Like radio. Did you make fake radio elements, or
Yeah,
are those
pretty much.
like short? Okay.
Pretty much just like, I don't really want to give it away how I did it.
Yeah. Sorry.
What it like is like, what it sounds like to me is you put the record on and it's cruising, and then the next thing you know, you're like, wait, what's going on? And it sounds like your car is doing something. If you're in your car, it sounds like something is scanning to find a different radio station, and then you lock back in, and then
That's really cool.
in my mind, you're in the next act of the record, which is
All
a
right.
different vibe.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. I love. Yeah, I'm really happy I know that now. I know that it's not a proper record, like a proper record from one artist, but the soundtrack from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has extracts from radios, from KHJ, from the 69, 68, or whatever. And I really enjoy listening to it. Enjoy listening to it when I'm in the car, because you go from a random song to some weather report and things like that, and listening to it in I don't know. I just like radio in records. That's what I have to say.
Ironically, you brought that up. I'm friends with the first AD for like Quentin in those movies, St. Phil, and he was telling me about how they did that. They found old legit. They didn't recreate those. Those were like old vintage. Legit.
I know. Oh my God, that's so okay. Ooh, this interview is gonna last longer than expected. All right, I have questions. I have serious because like on YouTube, KHJ, the radio they used mostly has a channel. I don't think it's like the official channel or whatever, but basically they post air checks from the 60s, and they're like 1 hour long, 1 hour 30 long or something like that. And yeah, how did they found like is it still like master tapes, or are those copies from copies, or just cassettes, or How did it all? Maybe you don't know that. I don't know.
He told me, but to tell you the truth, I don't really remember the exact details. But I remember being very interested at the time. It's super cool. But maybe, who knows, subliminally, maybe that's where I got this idea. Thinking about it
Yeah,
now.
and also it's like there's the radio, the theme of the radio comes not back and forth, but I've seen it several times in your work. Radio edit, for example, that came out not so long ago in April or something like that.
Right.
No, yeah. In a YouTube description, you also mention the Beatles and the Rolling Stones as a big influence for that record. And I was reading the lyrics and realized the whole theme and vibe of the song reminded me of another song, I think from the Raspberries from maybe 73 or 74, something like that. That's called Overnight Sensation. And it's basically about wanting to have your song played on the radio and becoming an overnight sensation. And yours is basically the follow-up to that song. It's what happens next and what happens once you've made it, maybe in radio edit, actually. So yeah,
Right.
I just found it funny that there was this recurring theme, is it the word?
Recurring theme. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, of radio. I don't know, whatever.
I
You
have that.
also don't have,
I
sorry?
have the called "Please Don't Touch the Radio" on the same record. Please don't touch the radio.
Yeah. I was gonna mention that. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't know. Was it conscious or was it just like you being into radio stuff?
So it kind of, I mean, it was definitely like a blend of conscious and subconscious, but radio edit for sure. That was the idea out the gate with that song. Like, I wanted to write a song. I had this idea for it. And that song, it's like there's a Beatles riff going the whole time, but then on the other side, it feels like the Rolling Stones. So like it feels like they kind of collaborated on this song. That was, yeah. So that's that song. But "Please Don't Touch the Radio" was just a vibey song, and I really enjoyed that vibe. And for whatever reason, sometimes when I have a vibey song and I tie lyrics to it, and it's more of like poetry instead of like a specific theme that the song is about, and then it circles back to the theme on the chorus, like a pop situation. Sometimes I like to use that opportunity to name it something that I enjoy that is kind of like offbeat from the song. So I Please Don't Touch the Radio because of a story that my really good friend Cedar had when he was in India. There was this sign written in, I'm going to say it's not Indian, but whatever language they write in. It had it, and he didn't know what it said, and it said, "Please don't touch the radio." And for whatever reason, he was like, partying, having fun, and there's a lot more to the story. Like, I feel like he did something like he moved it, and someone's like, "Are you crazy? Read the sign." That there was a record.
Yeah.
This radio. And he got it tattooed on him while he was there. And
Really?
yeah,
That's a lot.
And so I always thought that story was pretty interesting. And for whatever reason, when I was like, contemplating about what I want to name this, as I save it on my computer, as in the demo state, you got to call it something, a working title. I called it "Please Don't Touch the." I thought that vibe of that story he told me matches the vibe of the song. So like, radio must be on my mind, but not in this. It's not like I'm gonna keep talking about the radio. It just keeps coming out.
All right. Yeah, that's okay. Thanks for talking about that. I hate doing that, but we don't have that much time left because we have someone else right after you, and we're supposed to be done 2 minutes ago. That's fine. So our time is basically how do you say our time is done? I don't know.
I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me on. I think you're really funny.
Thank you so much. So, yes, well, I hope you're gonna have a great day. Okay, also, I might message you later, like if you can actually ask your friend who worked as a native or something like that about those air checks from the radio because I'm really interested. Yeah, that's my main focus in life. Anyway,
Hit me.
well,
Let you know.
all right. Thank you. Have a great day, and yeah, I'll check the music video right after I finish the next slide. Do we have any music to pre-save? Very quickly.
Be on the lookout for Counterfeit, which is coming out in like 3 weeks. So
Okay.
a week from now, follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube. You'll be seeing the promo for Counterfeit. That's the next vibe.
All right. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. You're free to go. I'm gonna make a couple announcements and then end this live. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. If you can find a way to.
No, I'm not going anywhere, dude.
All right.
I'm just joking.
Well,
thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.